Hey guys, Reviewz here with a review of Ico that was released for the PlayStation 2 in 2001, developed by Team Ico and published by Sony Computer Entertainment Japan. Ico tells the story of Ico, a boy born with horns and is locked away in a castle in accordance with the traditions of his village. After Ico finds a way to escape, he encounters a girl called Yorda, who is fleeing from her mother the Queen, who intends to take possession of Yorda's body to extend her own life. On discovering this, Ico and Yorda must find a way to escape the castle and thwart the Queen's evil plans. Ico is an action-adventure game played from a third-person perspective, where you play as the protagonist Ico. Along the way you encounter many traps and puzzles, where you have to manipulate objects and jump off platforms in order to progress through the castle. While Ico can easily navigate his way through the castle, Yorda cannot, only being able to jump across short distances, so the majority of the game is built around teamwork and finding a way for both of you to safely cross the environment. You are able to tell Yorda to wait in a certain spot, or to follow Ico as she can unlock doors to allow you to explore the castle further. A complication in Ico's and Yorda's relationship is that they do not speak the same language and instead must rely on gestures for understanding, such as holding hands. This creates an almost mystical bond between the two, and makes communication a central part of this game. Throughout Ico you are pursued by shadow creatures determined to pull Yorda into vortexes that will send her to the Queen. These creatures attack only if Yorda is left alone for a certain amount of time, however Ico can dispel them by using either a stick or a sword. You cannot defeat these enemies and can only hold them back, so the game constantly keeps you on your toes, trying to help Yorda across the castle while being chased by the shadow creatures. However, later on in this game, you are able to acquire a magic sword that does do damage to the creatures. From a visual perspective, Ico is a beautiful game. Team Ico wanted a minimalist look for the game, and this impacts heavily on the overall presentation. Environments are huge and contrast sharply to the size of Ico and Yorda, which is made clear by the pulled back camera angle. The game is full of bright textures and clever use of lighting to create colour saturated areas or draw attention to environments filled with darkness. The sheer scope of this game creates a sense of awe and wonder about it. There are many times in which Ico and Yorda are the only characters around, which creates a sense of loneliness, but at the same time a deep level of immersion. Environments look organic and look like they belong in the world and integrate seamlessly with gameplay. The character models of Ico and Yorda look simple but are brought to life when coupled with the huge environments and animation when moving from place to place. There is a minimal amount of music in Ico, with the composers opting for an ambient soundtrack, which I think really enhances the mood and pacing of the game. The musical score is understated, which is the right decision to go with. If the score was heavier, then this would detract from the magnificent visuals of the game and would take you out of Ico's world. When in quieter environments, light folk music plays in the background, which enhances the sense of isolation and lonely atmosphere. Development on Ico began in 1997 when project head Fumito Ueda came up with a boy meets girl concept, where the two main characters would form a bond without talking, with the game originally to be developed for the PlayStation. Ico makes use of subtracting design, where the developers would focus on creating a believable reality, removing elements that would interfere with this reality, like a user interface, and keeping the story as simple as possible, namely Ico and Yorda trying to escape the castle. After encountering hardware limitations on the PlayStation, the project was moved to the PlayStation 2, where the game could take advantage of new lighting effects and keyframing techniques. If there was one criticism I would levy at Ico, then it would be that the game is too short. After exploring all of these environments, it's just a shame that it has to come to an end so soon. In addition, there is little in the way of replay value. A cooperative two-player mode is unlocked after completion, with the second player taking control of Yorda, but with only limited controls in accordance with their character. However, these are minor complaints in an otherwise fantastic title. Ico harkens back to simpler adventure games, which fully immerse you in its world. The incorporation of atmosphere, aesthetics, gameplay and music brings this game to life in an extraordinary way. The bond that forms between Ico and Yorda with limited communication allows for unique character development in a way that hasn't been seen in video games since. I thoroughly recommend you find the Ico Shadow of the Colossus HD collection and experience this unique adventure. Well, that's the end of this review. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video then be sure to let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Next week I'll be reviewing Shadow of the Colossus, seen by many as the spiritual successor to Ico, so look out for that. For updates on what I'm doing next, remember to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. So until next time, peace out guys.